Hello everyone. Yeah, it's been a few days since my last video. I know I've been trying to put them out every day, but clarity was down. There was also maintenance for the new update, and since there's a new update, a new clarity had to be made, but Sev and his team was really quick about it. So, today is the Priest Showcase, finally. Priests are pretty much the pure healer vocation. Generally, their purpose and only purpose is to heal. Heal, buff, and cause death prevention, or death prevention. They have access to spear, rod, fist as usual, shield, and faith, but you will see nearly all priests with shield and wand. Spear, only if they absolutely have to be able to do damage for any reason, but honestly, if you're going to get a priest in your group, it might as well be for pure healing. So, with wand, they get MP recovery after battle, which is very helpful for them. Magical mending, also very helpful, since they're all about magical mending. Shine stick, which cures one bad status effect from an ally. You can use this for a low MP cost. Status effect removal, otherwise though you do have spells for that. Or use turn 1%, that can be very useful. MP plus 60, and useful. You need as much MP as possible so you're not sucking down pots during battles. More magical mending, attack, crackle, poof. Uses glitter power to protect allies from bad effects. So this is kind of like Holy Impenetrable, only it affects everybody else, but I think it does less than what Holy Impenetrable does. But it's very helpful. Rapid Stick, which allows you to cast spells faster for a while. Cheerleader, which can raise tension for one ally by one level. Throw down on your Demon Swordsman if you can. Charge time reduction by 10 seconds when a wand is equipped. That makes it really worth it. Top Stick, a power that prevents tripping attacks once, because as a priest, you need to always be on your feet, status free, to be able to heal people. Because if you get taken out, alright, then there's going to be problems. More MP, magical mending, and Spirit Zone. What's really nice about this is it will recover MP for nearby allies for duration. About 240 MP. If you have a bunch of charge time reductions stacked up on accessories, I think there might be a Master Orb for it as well. You can lower the charge time down, probably, I'm pretty sure, maybe as low as 160 seconds. Honestly, this is great, and it allows you to not need a armamentalist or anybody that can recover MP for at least most fights. For faith, we have Benediction, removes the curse status. Everybody should have that. Magic Cloak, which allows you to recover MP after taking damage. You want to try to keep this on at all times if you think it's going to be a long fight. Alma Mater. This is something you will be using very, very often. You'll be basically using it first on yourself, and then you're going to be using it on your party members. It does have a duration time of, I believe, 2 minutes, so you have to keep an eye on it and apply it when needed. It's going to appear as a blue halo for those who has it. Goddess's Grace. Resurrect at half HP when you die. This is something you want to keep on at all times. As you can see, it has no charge time. So, once you use it, I believe it has a very long duration, somewhere over 5 minutes or so. It's going to have a golden halo on you. So, once you use it, basically, if you die, you get to choose to resurrect. If you resurrect yourself, okay, before your invulnerability is up, if nobody needs immediate healing right away, just throw this back on yourself. Care Prayer greatly increases recovery spell effectiveness. You, as a career priest, you want to try to get as much magical mending as possible. There are priests who can get over 1,000 magical mending. That 1,000 magical mending can generally turn your heal spell into like a more heal at flat stats. So your heal at about 1,000 plus magical mending should do somewhere over 240. Your mid heal should generally do somewhere above 400, and your more heal gotta do at least maybe 600 plus or so. That's way more than enough, making full heal almost practically useless. And if you throw Care Prayer on top of that, okay, it's almost going to effectively double all that. So you get the strongest heals possible, and with Care Prayer, it just makes it that much better. Care Prayer has about a 2-minute timer. More Magical Mending, MP. Divine Restitution, damage enemy with Holy Light. You're very rarely going to use this. Divine Blessing. This is like an extra alma mater. And I believe it stacks. So you generally want to throw this on yourself or your defender. Basically a paladin or a demon swordsman. Full heal, which again, it restores HP to a significant HP to an ally. 90 charge time. You're honestly not going to use as much. It will restore about 999 HP, but if you manage to get your magical mending up high enough, a mid heal would be more than enough for most situations, or more heal if you really have to. And I adjusted things, put in this stuff. If I die and revive, I get Care Prayer. Or Faster Caster on Revival. And I believe there are bonus orbs that you can get that will raise those another 12% or so. Let's take a look at Master Orbs real quick. Still got quite a lot I gotta find somehow. This can be important for you. This can be very important. You definitely want this because you want to be able to apply it to yourself as quickly as possible. Blink of Zen is nice, but it only gives the party member 1 HP, which you really want to find. Let's see here. Blink of Zing. Now, contrary to how things worked, I believe in the past, a priest's Zing had a chance to fail. I have yet to ever had Zing fail on me as a priest. And I helped 3 of my team members about a week past do a Gaia Dragon accessory boss. And for fun, I allowed them to just go in without me being one of my higher end classes, and I just went in as priest. And I was resin them all the time. I was constantly reviving them because they would get one shot. And despite that, I would throw the alma mater on them. You know, they would get hit down to 1, dragon would find up again, they can't run out of weight in time. So I would also keep reviving them. But Zing never failed on me. But this, as a career priest, you definitely want to try to find this as fast as possible. As well as this, and of course this. Anything that's going to increase your cast speed for these 4, you want it. So you need to try to find these as you can. I'm likely going to go and look for them myself eventually. Just find out. Well, I just got to have them since I'm going to need to be using Priest for certain content I'm trying to solo. But Blink of Multi-Heal is very important. So is Blink of Mid-Heal. Victory MP recovery is also a necessity. And of course you want these as well. Now as for spells, let's see here. Oh wow, they changed. Wonder what took them so long to make the menus better. Yeah, this came with a new update. They managed to finally put a menu for everything. It's actually a lot more convenient now. I know the traditional Dragon Quests had it where you had to basically go through the menus, but this is just so much better. So, for your spells, you have access to Heal, Squelch, Reheal, Wake Up, Zen, the Fizzle, Thunk, the Dazzle, Mid-Heal, Tingle, Buff or Mid-Heal, Sing, Insulate, Kabuff, Whack, Multi-Heal, More Heal, and Full Heal. Now, these heals are generally regens. Problem is, with these regens, although they're very cost-effective, they just aren't really worth using unless it's maybe on your defender, because you can't wait for their ticks to go up. When they need a heal, they just need a heal. So only really use this on maybe your defender, like a paladin, warrior, demon swordsman, or mystic magic knight. Thunk you want to use on your warrior, demon swordsman, or mystic knight that are up in the front lines. You don't need to on paladin. Paladin has their own thing. Buff you want to try to apply as soon as possible. That's why you want that buff speed master orb, so you can apply these quickly. Then of course you have the heals for status ailments like paralysis, poison, sleep, and fizzle, as well as the dazzle. Your most used spells are obviously going to be Zing, Insulate, Kabuff, Multi-Heal, More Heal, and Mid-Heal. Now, as for my equipment, I'm just using a wand I picked up from somewhere. And a pair of gloves I've been using for a lot of things. Generally, you want to go for as much spellcast speed as possible. With the absolute best enchantments on gloves and wand, and a very specific type of, I think, Sky Wand, I believe you can reach a spellcast speed as high as around 40, maybe 45% or so. Maybe more than that. Then combine that with the Master Orb effects, and you will be getting spells off exceedingly quick. Now, I'm not generally equipped for Priest. I have to make a card which has Magical Mending on it. Then I could probably get my Magical Mending up to 700. Go for some stats and equipment that's all Magical Mending. There's pieces with Magical Mending on them that I could get. I think I have an accessory for that, to be honest. That's might. That's more might. But most priests I've seen will wear a gold rosary +4. There's quite a few vocations that will wear this rosary over anything else. I honestly prefer the Phantom King's necklace. At least on my heavy classes, I prefer this. But I generally definitely gonna have to raise this up to +4. It does have some mending on it. But that survive lethal damage, as well as if you get additionals with it. Alright, it can really help a priest just stay the hell alive. I'm gonna combine these. Alright. So, let's show this off. Yes, I took my monster with me today. Because he's pretty much a paladin. Now from here, you just do prevention. Maybe my party's a little too strong. See, that was a 526 mid heal with Care Prayer. Without Care Prayer, probably would have done around 320. Get your magical mending high enough and you won't even need Care Prayer. Spirit Zone to restore MP. He hit her with an instant death attack. And that is Priest. Yeah, I'm just gonna save up my lottery tickets. I could get a whole lot more real quick if I wanted to. These are nice. So, that was Priest. Generally, it is, again, the pure healer vocation. If you are the type, like those in Final Fantasy XIV, who refuses to DPS, don't want a DPS, and you just want to watch health bars and just be death prevention, then Priest is for you. It's also advisable if, in the event that you have a hard time getting out of the way of AoEs and attacks, especially for us guys that are living on the East Coast, where we need movement speed just to make up for it, because when you see an attack, because of the ping that we have from the servers, we have less time to get out of the way than Japanese players do. So if you can't afford to get the movement speed, and you just rather be a long-range vocation to do extremely hard stuff, a priest would be a good idea, or any vocation that can just do everything at a distance. But priests are excellent because of all the death prevention they put on themselves. You can use 3 forms of death prevention on yourself and equip a gold accessory, and as long as you're not the last one standing, you're just not going to die, so long as you make sure you keep your buffs up. The priest emblem is proof of priest, chance to avoid instant death with 1 HP. Honestly, I would recommend using that along with the gold rosary. Then it'll just make it that much more easier for you to keep yourself alive. The priest pose. Let's see if I remember. Definitely not that. Ah, here it is. High-ranked priest. And that is it. So, if you have any questions, just let me know. Sorry it took so long to get this out, but things happened. But I will see you guys next time. The next location showcase is going to be Warrior. Ah, yes. The Priest Special is a mass AoE raise that will also full heal and remove any status ailments. But considering I have to take damage just to have that come up, it's going to be really hard to show off, especially with my powerful characters here. I may just have to use weaker characters next time. But that is it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you next time.